Good morning, Hope Church. Here we are at the beginning of a new morning Bible reflection series, looking at the different one anotherings that happen in the New Testament. There are many ways that we're called to behave towards one another, and they're all there for a reason. They're not arbitrary. They're not just because God wants to create some sort of cult and wants us to behave a certain way. No, we are to behave in the way that God behaves. We are to reflect his character. He loves in a certain way. We're called to bear with one another. We're called to bear one another's burdens. We're called to encourage one another, forgive one another, greet one another. We are called to do many things in a certain way. It's because this is what God is like. We're going to be doing 2 to 3 minute videos each morning, very short and sharp. They're more like reminders, really, rather than big, we're not expounding on things. We're just going to remind, what does the Bible call us to be like? Because during this pandemic, this won't happen by accident. To be honest, it will never happen by accident. We must choose to behave the way God has called us to behave towards one another to be able to build the church that he intends us to be. So we will be challenging you. Why don't you pick up your phone? Why don't you write to somebody? Why don't you, call someone? Why don't you leave a gift at somebody's door? We really want to build community as it is so supernatural and radical in the New Testament. Okay, so this morning we're looking at Jesus says, love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another. This is how people will know that you're my disciples, from how you love one another. It is the most repeated one another in the New Testament. Love one another. Jesus says, do it as I have loved you. How has Jesus loved us? Well, he has loved us radically, hasn't he? He has laid aside his preference. He's laid aside his rights. He's laid aside his crown, and he has loved us self-sacrificially. He has loved us with an everlasting love, and he has put down his life for us. How can we love in that way towards one another? How can we sacrificially love? Rather than just, I know I can love that person because I'll get back. Today, how could you love somebody in the church knowing I'm doing this really one way? I'm doing this because I've been loved by God this way, not because I hope to get back from that person, but because I've been loved this way. Why don't you call someone today? Make it a decision to do that. Remembering each day as we look at these one another's, we love like this because we have been loved like this. Have a great day.